Goes over the screen. This is actually not bad. Like, you give up, I don't want to say penetration, but Torian Prince is not going to lock down Jalen Williams. So at least here he prevents him from getting a good look. Giannis kind of digs in to help to make sure that if he actually puts up a shot, Giannis is going to come in and block that. Makes him turn middle. So this is pretty much as like team stoppage of a all-star, right? Like all-star comes in, everybody helps out, and you're gonna have Jalen Williams make a decision. So he decides to pass to Hartenstein. That's just a good shot by Hartenstein. Like that's kind of Hartenstein's thing, hitting floaters. So if Hartenstein hits like 20 points worth of floaters, like it is what it is. That's like a decision. You want your stars to beat you, or do you want their role players to beat you? Yeah, Dame does a good job going over the screen, making sure that Jalen Williams doesn't get an easy shot. Brook, let's see, unlike the first possession, right? This is where you can see the communication and the defense getting a little bit better. So Dame goes over. Brook shows a little bit more, unlike the first possession where you had Isaiah Joe and Brook was way back, and then Dame went under the screen. Shows more. Make Jalen Williams took like a off balance pocket pass, and so here this is actually a very similar possession to the one with Torian Prince. Before this was Jalen Williams, and this is Torian Prince, and then we had that roll. So now it's gonna be Giannis, Lou Dort, and then Hartenstein, pretty much in the same action. Now, see, look, if Torian Prince was here instead, this is exactly what probably would have happened. Hartenstein grabs this, and he's going to swing it to the corner, right? And so, in the possession with Torian Prince, this was Jalen Williams. Like, if Giannis can't even close out from the paint to the corner, Torian Prince is not going to close out from the paint to the corner, right? So here, in reality, that previous possession, if Prince would dig in, then this probably would have been a Jalen Williams corner shot. Here, this is a Lou Dort corner shot, and the difference there is that Lou Dort is a 40% three-point shooter, and Jalen Williams is a 36% three-point shooter. So for the Torian Prince possession, you probably would just live with a Jalen Williams corner three. Like this seems like a defensive scheme principle, right? All right, cool. So here we follow up. Torian Prince is on Jalen Williams. He traveled, but let's say assuming he didn't travel, you go over the screen, opens his hands up, probably doesn't want to get called for a foul here. Now this is kind of bad on Torian Prince. All right, cool. They didn't call the foul. Get back and play. Like he just kind of stands around, doesn't trail, doesn't do anything. And so Dame has to kind of like dig in a little bit, but if he digs in, now you're giving another corner shooter, 40% shooter, a corner shot. You don't really want to do that. You'll probably live with twos, right? Twos versus like an open three from a great shooter. Ajax is not helping off of SGA. Giannis is out of the picture. So yeah, like Torian Prince, you should be like about right here, right? Coming back, like hustling back to this play and making sure that we have enough like action or enough defenders around. Otherwise, having Brook on a 2-on-1, this is kind of lucky. Yeah, this is Torian Prince just kind of getting kind of lucky here. Like, here we look at this. Prince, he needs to decide whether you're going to pick up and then let this ball go back to, or let Brook guard over here, or pick up this player, right? He kind of has this indecision moment, which allows, let's say, Kenrich Williams to just cut, get this open like pass, and kind of lucky that, he got a foot on it. It's kind of like a bailout move. But even then, like, let's say this pass even gets through to Kenrich Williams, Giannis, he's probably gonna meet Giannis at the rim, right? Like, he's probably gonna meet Giannis at the rim, or Dame right here. He might meet Dame too, because this is, I think, Cason Wallace, and Cason Wallace is a 35% shooter, like mid 30s. So either way, even if Kenrich Williams got this, he probably wasn't gonna do too much with it. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is like one of the offensive possessions. That was a good pass. Yeah, so kickball. I just wanted to watch Splash Mountain for another free play. Right, so Ajax, yeah, good. Now you got the switch. Dame does a good enough job to prevent just like a direct penetration here, right? So kind of like stick with them. This gives enough time for Ajax to recover, and also Giannis does a good job of also stunting in this gap too. So it's kind of like a good spot. Like he can play the gap and he can also play this corner pass. So SGA does a smart thing and just pulls it back out because there's no way he's gonna meet all three of these players at the rack. Now Taurean Prince, good job here to kind of hopefully communicate that there's a cutter here, and then he takes this corner guy, because if he just sticks with this person, this would have been the open shot, right? And so here Dame picks up this, and so it's kind of a good rotation. And then Ajax, good job. Yeah, that's just a good defensive possession, right? Like right here you have 5 seconds left. Does a good job staying down, contesting this shot, and he's gonna throw a grenade to Jalen Williams. Taurean Prince does a great job, just run him off the line, because it's gonna take another second or so to just even get to maybe like this paint area, and then now you have a 1 second shot against like a very contested paint. Like this is very good. Everybody collapses in the paint. There's not enough time to kick this pass to Lu Dort or anybody else. Yeah, you can't really do anything about that. Like, this is kind of the problem with Brook. He's on an island. This is probably off of like a turnover or something. On an island with a guard who's also pretty strong, pretty fast, has a turnaround 10-footer. It is what it is. Yeah, like there's not really much there. Like this is Ajax playing just a good amount of defense, picking up, full court. The SGA bump right there. That's the classic MVP move. And you can see here they are stacking the paint entirely, so SGA is not going to get any type of rim look. I think this is Cason Wallace, so 35% shooter, 40% shooter. Caruso's in the dunker spot. This, even if he gets the ball here, he's not really going to do much offensively. And Kenrich Williams, this actually probably would have been a good pass by SGA. I think Kenrich is a 40-something% shooter, so maybe him getting a corner three with a closing out Bobby Portis would also be a good look. But SGA is a superstar, so he's gonna get the bump, get his midi shot. Like, he just misses. But you make it tough on the superstar player. So here, there's a screen. I think this is Cason Wallace, Bobby Portis. You don't really want to give up like, even though he missed the shot, that's like principle wise, that's not ideal. Like here, by the time Bobby Portis sees, let's say for example, Cason Wallace having a step on AJ Green, I kind of understand. He's trying to take away dribble penetration. It's I don't know what you can do. I don't think Bobby Portis purposely gave up an open shot to Kenrich, but AJ Green kind of got hung up by the screen, or AJ Green just had a good screen, like boop. He was a little slow getting around it. Like if Bobby Portis, for example, recovered back to Kenrich here, I mean, Cason Wallace probably would have had a good drive, and most likely either Giannis or Dame are going to meet him, which, if that's what the team wants to do, is keep AJ Green, take away a 40% shooter in exchange for, let's say, a 35% shooter in the corner, then so be it. That's kind of like a team principle type of thing. But here, I think Bobby Portis was just trying to help out AJ Green, and then, I mean, look, the moment AJ recovered, he tried to recover to a 3-point shooter. It is what it is. Let's see. This is solid defense, at least, conceptually. So Caruso comes in. He's going to try and do some off-dribble stuff against Giannis, which Giannis does a great job. Just sit down. Like, if Caruso does anything, like, if he makes a shot over Giannis, like, this is good on him. Like, this is a very difficult shot. Kicks to SGA. Dame, rightly so. You take away middle penetration or wing penetration, and then you're going to funnel him into Giannis and just trap him in the corner. Right? SGA has nowhere to go. And if he does somehow get past Giannis, you also have AJ Green down here too. So that pass is going to go over to like Cason Wallace, 30-something%. Like we'll live with this. SGA decides to do like a step back corner three and misses. Tough shot. The only thing I would probably prefer is if Dame also jumped and contested that shot. At least kind of put a hand up. A little bit lazy, I guess, if he puts his hands down. So, like, by the time you pick the dribble, put the hand up, jump, and make that, let's say, low percentage shot even closer to 0 by putting a hand up. Yeah, let's see. Let's go back to this for a second. Yeah, this is good, right? You have the 3 best defenders on the floor in a triple screen action. The simplest thing to do is switch everything, right? These are all good defenders. I think as a team, they're gonna live with whoever gets the ball, SJ, on whichever player here. Like, most likely he's not gonna try and ISO on Giannis, so either Ajax or Green are probably gonna be the final screener or screen person. All right, there you go. Superstar call, I guess. Like, nothing AJ Green can really do here other than, like, he gets the bump, he's back. He's going to shoot this for sure. Like, there's no way he's going to try and dribble against Giannis or dribble against Portis. And I don't think he's going to pass to Cason Wallace, or I think that's Cason Wallace. No, this is Cason Wallace. This might be Jalen Williams. No, or I can't tell what this is. Anyhow. Oh, yeah, AJ Green jumps, and it's one of those things where it's like, if you jump, you contest, but you get this foul call. If you don't jump, you give him an open shot. It's kind of a lose-lose situation. That's about as good as AJ Green's going to play defense on SGA, since SGA bumps everybody in the league.